Yes. So we were at this agriculture part. So now what do we have here is, see, I don't go with the book directly. I don't want to touch the book right now. We'll read that later. First we have to understand what are we going to study in this book, right? So after that we are going to hit. So that's the way I do it. You may think it's a different type of the way I do it, but that's the way how I do it. I can't help it. So I'm going to give an explanation. I know I'm just going to go through what is there in that book. First, we are going to understand what is all about in that book, and then we read it so that we can have a connection to it, right? Everything has to have a connection. Otherwise, we won't be able to understand. We'll be going into different parts of it. Now, basically, what we know about, I have told you about agriculture. It's a science and art of growing plants and livestock both, and farming is only cultivating crops and plants. Okay, and that's the basic idea which we know. Okay, so now I'm waiting for my net to open so that my book can open on the net. And see, uh, farming, what is farming? I can tell you what processes are involved in farming. How does farming operate as a system? Farming is also a primary activity. Okay, so that we have to know. That we have to have in our mind, like what is all this about. Okay, so first we'll come to that agricultural part. See, now something is on the farm. When we talk about agriculture, without farming we cannot have agriculture. First, what do? We till the land, we create the land, we put manure for it for growing wheat or whatever. For the soil to make it more fertile, we add some more urea and whatever medicines and all. Then what do? This is going to fetch some money. Suppose I am farming, I have a small part of land, I grow wheat and I'll get a good price. Where will I get this good price? I'll get this good price in the mandi. Okay, to the wholesale market. I'm going to go there and they're going to give me a a WSP price, a wholesale price. Okay, and then it would be sent to the factories again on another WSP or another wholesale price. With keeping the mandi will keep some of its profit and send it to the factories. The factories will either make cakes, the factories will either make biscuits, or they'll make bread, or they'll make the wheat into flour and sell it out in the market on an MRP. That's the maximum retail price. We'll come to that later. Now this transformation, this change from a plant to a finished product involves three types of economic activities. As I told you before, they are all interrelated, all comes up to the economic activities. These activities are called the primary, secondary and tertiary activities. Okay, now primary activities include all those connected with extraction and production of natural resources, that is taking out raw material. Agriculture, fishing, gathering are good examples. Now there is secondary activities are connected with the processing of these raw material resources, correct? Manufacturing of steel, baking of bread, okay, weaving of cloth are examples of this activity. We are taking the raw material and using it and making something more proper. Tertiary activities provide support to the primary and secondary sectors through services, that is transport. Tertiary, we can call it tertiary because territory wise, or tertiary. Okay, so it includes transport, trade, banking, insurance, advertising are the basic things include to take care of this primary and secondary activities. I'll give you an example. If you don't have transport, how will the raw material come? If you don't have trade, who's going to buy it? How will you sell it? You cannot go directly and make something out of that wheat and make bread and sell it. You don't have that infrastructure, right? If you don't have a bank, where are you going to deal with this money? You cannot have black money, right? Insurance. You have to insure all your products so that if anything happens, you get paid for it. Advertising. If people don't know what's out there in the market, no one is going to buy anything. So these things are controlled by the tertiary activities for the primary and the secondary unit. Agriculture by itself is a primary activity. It includes growing crops, fruits, vegetables, flowers, and rearing of livestock. Now in the full world, 50% of people are all engaged into agricultural activity. That is the best business in the whole world. It can never go for a loss, except, God forbid, something like pandemic happens, or an earthquake happens, or a volcano erupts, or a earthquake happens, or something like that, or a tsunami comes in. It can devastate. Things can get devastated. It can get destroyed. But rather, I have seen engineers, I have seen big IT magnates, they have come away, and I have friends in Punjab, I have friends in Haryana, and they are all into farming and agriculture right now. That's the best thing in the world right now, and India stands second in 2018 in the GDP growth. India was second after China. So that makes a hell of a difference, and it does matter, at times. So we have to see. So if you ever grow up and you don't, if you want to do farming, it's not a bad job. You are your own boss. Yes, you have to give time to everything. If you are working in an IT sector, if you become a DM, mostly children in Bihar, which I have seen, they are all into this high level white collar jobs. Like they want to become a SP, they want to become a DM, they want to become a doctor. And have you seen Sudha Murthy, the wife of Mr. Murthy, the IT magnate? She sells vegetables 3 days or 900 days or 100 days a month, 100 days a year. That's 3 months, around about 3 months and 10 days. She just sells vegetables so that she doesn't forget. She does something for the people. She was on the Twitter, she was on the website, she was on the Instagram, and people thought that she's selling vegetables. It was given on a wrong platform. They thought that such a rich person's wife is selling vegetables, but she does it for the people. She just tries to do it something. She tries to collect vegetables, she gives it to the poor, she helps people. So that's not bad. You have to be with your roots. Today, suppose your hereditary family is doing farming and agriculture. So tomorrow, if you want to go ahead and you get more new innovations, you come to know more ideas, you come to know about new machineries, and you try to make a greenhouse, or you try to make something organic things. Organic in Haryana and Punjab are just booming like that, booming business. And you are your own boss. You don't have to care. You will be at home, you will be with family, you will be not going anywhere. If you want to travel, you can travel. You can buy a BMW also by doing your agriculture and farming. You can buy a Mercedes Benz, why not? So you can buy a Pajero, you can buy a Harley Davidson, everything. You have to work hard, and it's your own land. If you have your own land, you are growing something, you will feel much more better. Your thinking will come positive. I'm not telling you to become a farmer, or by doing farming you don't become a farmer. So the things have changed, and the thinking has changed. So agriculture is 50% people in the world are behind agriculture, right? So now what happens, let's come back to this part. As I said, agriculture is fishing, gathering are good samples, and the primary section is that. And what do we have in the secondary activities is like making bread out of the raw material, or weaving cloth out of the sample of cotton or steel. We are doing from the iron ore, okay? And the tertiary activities take care of the transporting, the banking, the insurance, and the advertisements, okay? So let's like that now. But agriculture itself is a primary activity. It includes growing crops, fruits, vegetables, flowers, rearing livestock, etc., etc., etc. Okay. In the world, as I said, 50% of the people are under farming. And agriculture is related totally, directly, what I say, it's directly related to the environment. You cannot go against the environment, you cannot go against nature, you cannot go against climate condition. So you have to follow, you have to go hand in hand with the nature and the environment, right? Another one thing, I want to give you a small example. Suppose you want to build a factory, cement factory in your place. You have a lot of money. You go to build your cement factory. There are different type of lands. There's cultivation land, there's agricultural land, there is factory land, there is depositing land, there is waste land. So many types of lands are there. You must have read it in the resources part. But land resources. But the thing is, if you make a cement factory, you're going to pollute the place. But if you do farming, if you do agriculture, you're not polluting. You're creating a good environment, for people, and you're helping out the society, you're helping out the world, and you can export, import, do anything. It's a huge booming business in the world. We take it on a very low basis thing, but in India it is really great, and in Bihar is flourishing and doing really well with agriculture. So, and we guys should be proud of it. And I'm so proud and I'm so honored to be in this state and being with you and sharing my ideas where everything is available. There is some, every state has some back points and good points, but basically total agriculture is running 91% in Bihar, and that's really great. Now, if we see 50% of the world is engaged in it, and 2/3 of India's population is dependent on agriculture. We are having and we are giving also. We have for our own country and we are exporting also. Now, a topography of soil and climate are vital for agriculture activity. Topography is a chart you have to make. The land on which the crops are grown is known as arable land, okay, which comes to know that, okay, we can have some agriculture, we can grow some crops on this land. So that we have to decide which type of land. We cannot just grow and go and start digging up a land which is full of rocks and stones. Plants won't grow. This word agriculture came from a Latin word, which is agar. It was called agar or agri, right, I guess, and meaning agar means soil, as far as I know. So agar means soil or agri, and culture means cultivation. So agriculture, cultivation of the land, okay, or cultivation of the soil rather. So it is like that. I'll come back in the next video.